This is the worst mass murder in the history of our city.
The gruesome discovery inside a back bedroom.
As a police chief, it's something you hope would never occur, ever.
Walking out of his home with blood stains on his shirt.
It hurt so bad that somebody would do something like this. It was terrible.
Marcus DeLon Wesson was born on August 22, 1946, in Kansas and grew up in a strict religious home with an abusive father. After high school, he served in the U.S. Army from 1966 to 1968, including time in Vietnam, then moved to California and lived off welfare. By the early 1970s, Wesson moved in with Rosemary Solorio and her children. In 1974, he began sexually abusing her 8-year-old daughter, later marrying her when she was 14. Wesson taught his family from a Bible he rewrote, claiming Jesus was a vampire and that he himself was God. He forced children to call him master, forbade them to speak with each other or their mother, and homeschooled them in isolation. He raped at least 5 underage daughters and nieces, some as young as 8, and fathered more than 16 children through these incestuous acts. On March 12, 2004, 2 nieces broke free and returned to their aunt's house. They told neighbors that Wesson was holding children inside his Fresno home. Fresno police arrived and surrounded the house. After about an hour, Wesson walked out covered in blood and gave himself up without resisting. Inside a back bedroom, officers found 9 bodies stacked like cordwood, 2 adult daughters and 7 young children, each shot behind the right eye with a .22 caliber handgun.
This is the worst mass murder in the history of our city.
The gruesome discovery inside a back bedroom.
As a police chief, it's something you hope would never occur, ever.
Walking out of his home with blood stains on his shirt.
It hurt so bad that somebody would do something like this.
Wesson was immediately arrested and charged with 9 counts of first-degree murder and 14 counts of rape or sexual abuse of minors. DNA tests later confirmed he was the father of all 9 victims and linked him to decades of incest and molestation. Jury selection began in January 2005. At trial, prosecutors presented evidence of his control, financial abuse, and the incestuous pregnancies he caused. On June 17, 2005, he was found guilty on all counts. 10 days later, the jury recommended the death penalty. He was formally sentenced on June 27, 2005, and sent to San Quentin State Prison. The house on Hammond Avenue where the murders occurred was later torn down. Survivors have spent years coping with severe trauma and public attention. This case remains one of America's most shocking examples of familial cult abuse, prompting calls for better child protection measures and oversight of extreme homeschooling. If this catches your interests, please like and click on the subscribe button. It helps a lot. We post every Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Thanks for watching.